Hey, back again with another video. So this one is about Native Americans and why they get discriminated. Quite frankly, they get it worse than us black people. Us black people are, you know, I'm not trying to talk about my own, but like I said, I don't follow Black Lives Matter. I think that's counter productive because it keeps us in a victim mind state, but also why isn't there Native Lives Matter or anything? You see, at least the crimes that happen to us makes it to the news, whether it's real or fake. So those other videos I post, and I don't believe in every video that happens, but at least the stuff that happens to us makes it to the news. It makes it to people that watch the media that might not have social media. That's not the case with Native Americans. They get it a lot worse than we do. We were taken from our lands while they had their lands taken from us. Now, I'm in some groups in Facebook where it talks about missing Native Americans, especially the women, that they get turned up missing, and it's not in the newspaper, not in the news, but it's on Facebook. So, and yeah, it's media, but it's not enough. What if there's people that don't have Facebook? Not everyone has Facebook. As a matter of fact, Facebook is losing popularity. Okay, so that's something to look into. And quite frankly, they get it worse than we do. They're killed off, and again, it doesn't make the news, but it makes Facebook. I have Native friends on Facebook that they broadcast that these things happen, and again, still nothing. They get it worse than anybody. I have a special belief that all groups that are discriminated has special power more than other people. Not to sound racist or anything, but there's a specific reason why black people get discriminated. There's a specific reason why Native Americans get discriminated. There's a specific reason why women get discriminated. But this is about the Native Americans in particular. But there's definitely a reason why these things happen, and it's a more spiritual reason. I'll cover that in another time the best I can. But I know when you go into other countries, it's a different type of people that get it too as well. And then you have the gypsies, the Romani people. So there's a spiritual reason why this happens. It's not, it might be just the color of our skins or whatever, but so anyways, let's get to why this happens to Native Americans, at least. There is a race that I would say more than the other races out there that are allies against the New World Order. They're called the Pleiadians. They exist in the Pleiades star system. They're characterized as tall. Your typical Pleiadians are characterized as big, tall blondes. And a lot of our magic that we practice, especially in the shamanic area, comes from them, from these beings from the star system. Um, they're not angels, um, but they love us, and they really want to see us succeed against the New World Order and the Reptilians, the Draconians. Um, so they are responsible for bringing dolphins onto our planet, um, and they're just highly enlightened beings, and they're awesome. Um, a book I want to recommend, which helped me get to Japan, is called The Pleiadian Agenda. And I think that's where I got Tell Life Through Vision, television, Tell Life Through Vision. There's two books. There's The Pleiadian Agenda by Barbara Hanglow, and it's a channeling where she channels a Pleiadian goddess. I forgot the goddess's name, but and then there's another one called by Barbara Marsha Zach. I can't pronounce her name, but it's called Bringers of the Dawn, and these are very good books. And again, Bringers of the Dawn has history about the Anunnaki. So does both books do, but history about the Anunnaki and their role they play in the history of the planet, as well as of course the Pleiadians, because it's about the Pleiadians, and also they have I think Brings of the Dawn has telling stories through vision, television, tell stories through vision. So there's two television. There's two means to television: tell life through vision and telling you a story through vision. In ancient times, before television, they told you stories through words. So television is telling you a story through vision. I learned these from these books, as well as other very, very, very insightful things that you would learn that, especially with the law of attraction and how they use religion and all that stuff to control us. Just a lot of insightful information in these books. And it's very empowering too. So anyways, now to get to what does this have to do with Native Americans? Well, Native Americans actually have Pleiadian genes in them. And like I said, they are our allies in this war against the New World Order. And that's why, our shamanic knowledge comes from them. It also comes from the Draconian and Anunnaki, not Anunnaki, Planet X, Nibiru. Those two star systems in Nibiru is how we got the knowledge of magic that we have today. The dark magic especially comes from the Draconian. The other stuff, a lot of it is developed in Nibiru as well, because the reptilian origin is the Draco star system, and then you have the ones that went to Nibiru and became the Anunnaki, and that we worship as gods and goddesses, became the royalty and all that stuff. So some magic was developed on there, but we also have the Pleiadians, and they come, they all came to Earth, um, and taught humans magic, especially Thoth and Enki, um, from the Anunnaki side, especially Thoth. They say if Enki wanted us for himself, they say Thoth is the one that truly is for our growth in spirituality. But the Pleiadians are also our allies, and knowing that the Native Americans have Pleiadian genes in them, this doesn't bode too well, and they have lots of ancient knowledge and power and magic that helps empower us, and they do not want that knowledge to get out. So that's also why stuff with opening your third eye, they try to keep from us, and the chakras. If you can't do it on your own, there's actually magic spells that could help you accomplish this. And again, it's just stuff they do not want you to. They don't want you to know. The more knowledge is power. The more knowledge we have, the less control they have over us. The less they can keep us in the fear vibration, the less they can keep us in higher vibration, higher dimensions, higher awareness. They want us to have no awareness. So that's why they attack us through all angles, whether it's television, religion, school, even atheism. Sometimes it seems like science is so hell-bent on, debunking everything. Why is that? Because it's them, especially that James Randi character, why he's so hell-bent on debunking things, especially if, the people he's trying to debunk are not making money off of, doing what they're doing. So, that's the reason why. And these ancient knowledge, be it Native American, the story of the Anunnaki, ancient African tribes have ancient knowledges as well. When we harness that, we could really heighten our awareness, heighten our power, and they'd be in trouble once we find this out. And eventually we will find this out, because the truth cannot be hidden forever. And eventually, some psychics have already seen premonitions of the day humanity wakes up and their game that they're playing goes down, comes to an end. But that might not be in this lifetime, because people just refuse to wake up. I've spoken to people that I've proven that one guy just refuses to wake up. I've proven. I did a mediumship reading for his father and his grandparents. So, and I'm telling him, use these same abilities to explain these conspiracy theories, and why things are happening, how things are, and he just refuses to believe that part, no matter what I do. You're going to run into people like that. But as long as you know that, you have the knowledge, you have the power, keep expanding on that. Keep expanding on it. If you try to pass it on to other people, they don't listen. It's the whole end times thing. They say don't bother trying to wake people up anymore. People accept what they want to accept. and shun what they don't want to shun. Shun what they don't want to accept. You know. So, in the end, remember, if you're Native Americans out there, just a huge shout out to you. Sarah Elizabeth, my friend on Facebook, who oozes sex appeal, okay? Special shout outs to you. And I'll see you guys next time. Please hit that like and subscribe. And talk soon. My next video is probably going to be about magic, since I covered some of the subject in this video. Okay? See you guys later.